Okay, so hello everyone. Good day and welcome to join this webinar hosted by Garage Plus. So my name is Ming. I'm project manager at Garage Plus, responsible for the Startup GoPro program. So because I understand that it has been late in Canada or in the US, so we will start this session right now. And the purpose of today's conference to provide information regarding strategy opportunities in Taiwan market and to point out resources like Large Plus, our SGP program can offer to support you in seizing these opportunities. And we have a very exciting agenda lined up for you today. But first, we will start with a warm welcome from Josephine Chow, the president of Apple Foundation, the nonprofit organization that runs behind Garage Plus. So I will give the floor to Josephine, please.
Okay, sure. Hi, everyone. Let me share this. Okay. So hi, everyone. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. So hi, everyone. I'm Josephine Chow, president of Apple Foundation. And Apple Foundation, we are a nonprofit organization based in Taipei, Taiwan. And the purpose of today's events, we would like to discuss a strategic opportunity with Taiwan industry. And also we would like to share the incentive perk. So, but first of all, I would like to give you a brief information about Taiwan, develop your business in Taiwan. Taiwan is a small island with a population of 23 million and GDP about 33 US dollars, which rank in Asia #1 over Japan and Korea. And Taiwan also famous for public health and religion freedom, respect a multicultural background, LGBT marriage is legal, and delicious food. So, and in Taiwan, I think for the startup, very important is our infrastructure is very good. We have many well-developed industrial clusters in this small island. And Taiwan, we know this, but we still has been, become the world's hub of a global ICT supply chain. So all of these achievements are created by Taiwanese. And Taiwan, our products or our design stuff is already entered your life, such as your sport clothes. I believe in like 75% of advanced garment materials from Taiwan, and your iPhone. So as I mentioned, Taiwan is become the hub of global ICT supply chain. So you can see this device is all from Taiwan. And also, TSMC semiconductor. So, in Taiwan, we supply 64 or even like 70% of the world's semiconductors, and over 80% of computers and 90% of servers. So this is Taiwan, very strong R&D capability and supply chain, and healthcare is so good. And I think very important is we always welcome entrepreneurs from all over the world as our business partners, whether the road of you is the future suppliers or future customers. And okay, so business is very important, but life and work balance also very important. So you can see, here's a mountain. In Taiwan, we have, like over 200 mountains above 3,000 meters. So it's very easy, you can go to a national park, enjoy a hot spring, or go, serving from here in 30 minutes. So it's always very convenient. Infrastructure is very good. And so, so we're really looking forward to see you applying for our programs and come to Taiwan for your business. Okay, today we are very lucky. I would like to introduce you about our speakers. Our speakers, Dr. Chang, is the CTO of Quanta Computer and the general manager of Quanta Computer. Quanta Computer is the global Fortune 500 companies and the world's largest computing and communications system design and manufacture. Quanta also ranks at the top 100 global innovators past years. And Dr. Chang, tech lead of Quanta Research Institute for Advanced Technology Research and Business Unit dedicated to AIoT solutions for e-health and smart medicine and smart agriculture. He also served as the board director of Apple Foundation. So today, Dr. is already online, and let's welcome Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang, please.
Thank you, Josephine and Min for the floor. And it's allow me to share with my my slide first. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hello, everyone. This is Chang from Quanta Computer. Just like Josephine just introduced, serve as CTO of Quanta Computer. I'm the VP and also the GM of a brand new business unit called BU12. So along with my role in Quanta Computer, I'm also serve as Taiwan representative to APEC Business Advisory Council. I've been leading AI and also the digital health projects for years. I'm taking some guest professorships in various universities in Taiwan. So today, what I'm trying to share, because I'm from IT industry, I would like to share with you some of my view about some strategic opportunities with Taiwan IT industries from Quanta's perspectives. So first of all is that I have two questions. One is that what are the strategic opportunities with Taiwan IT industry? The other is what can Quanta Computer do for the startups? So I look it up from the ChatGPT, the answer, which is quite good, and so I put it here. Sometimes ChatGPT won't give you the right answer, but this time it worked. Last time when I asked it ChatGPT about who I am, and he said I'm the founder of Quanta Computer. Of course, I don't want to show it to our chairman, otherwise I'll be fired. And so emerging technology is very, the Quanta is, let me put it this way, Taiwan is a small island, but it's full of, very energetic activities around emerging technologies for the future. And also that we have a very strong supply chain to power up all the ICT companies globally. And also that here we have very, very excellent talents. That's a reason why we can support companies from IC design, TSMC, and all the way to the system companies like Quanta. And of course, the cost here is affordable and very effective. And we have strong government support. And also the market here is very good for, because the people here get used to know different kind of innovations, so they embrace the new technologies in their daily lives. So Taiwan itself can also see us a very good place to pilot run all the new innovations. Of course, that this is small islands. We count on our global partnerships. So here in Taiwan, everybody, almost all the companies embrace all kind of global partnerships opportunities, and they understand the rule to deal with different kind of partners. And so you can see that if you want to collaborate with Taiwan, of course, the first thing you see is all about the manufacturing power. But the industry here is also very good at supply chain management. And before the manufacturing, and more and more companies dedicated to technology research and also product development. And also one of the crucial activities that we have is around design for DFX, design for manufacturing, design for services, and design for aftermarket, for marketing and branding, which is also very important. But it's difficult for you to find in other places that it cover so much wild activities in the supply chain. But right now, more and more activities move to the marketing and sales and services, and also with very focus on user experience optimization. And of course, service is a very big part in Taiwan, because almost everything is designed and manufactured in Taiwan, but we are doing global services, which means that we need different kind of partnerships globally to support the local service. So another thing is that that you might be very interesting about what Quanta Computer can do for startup as the biggest computer maker on this planet. And you can see that we are not just doing manufacturing, we're doing product development and product design for all the major IT companies. And of course, we are very good at smart manufacturing. We do strong supply chain management. And we also do the research and development. We have over 20 years collaboration with MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratory. And of course, that Quanta is very good at dealing business with the top 10 IT brands and the major consumer brands globally. So it's if you work with Quanta, it also means that you might have the opportunity to access to other customer base that we have, and also to access the supplier base that we have right now. So Quanta, like other great companies, we are facing different kind of paradigm shifts. All kind of paradigm shifts serves as like a new crisis for the company, but is also serve the new opportunity for the company. So the company was founded back in year 1988. So the first project we tried to do is, of course, we try to mobilize the desktop PC into laptop or notebook PC. So we are facing all kind of chasings. We make our self bigger, and also in terms of product design, we try to accelerate all the activities that we can do, and to support the global business on laptop. But we are also facing young startups challenges. Destructive and innovations that you have is try challenging our positions for the futures. But so over years, we also create a huge inertia of success. But every S-curve or every product life cycle has an end. So we have to consider about the future opportunities. So for the new future opportunities, we need the new core competencies, but we also need new partnerships for the future. It opens the opportunities to collaborate with the young startups for the new future. And that's the opportunity that we see under crisis. So you can see that, the role of startup can play for companies like Quanta is that first, you could be a better supplier for us for existing market. The second thing is that For the new market, you could be the new supplier, but you could be act as the new customer. And so that's the expectations that we see from the young startups. For example, in year 2000, basically nobody talk about Apple. Everybody talk about Dell. Everybody talking about zero inventory, supply chain management. But only few people, talk about Apple. Apple at the time is just a new startup for the market. But we work with them closely. So right now, almost all the laptop computer from Apple is made by Quanta. And so this is the way that we work with the young startups. We help them to grow, and we also create a new business for us. So as you already know from the Josephine, that this is the world's largest computer hardware, ODM, and solution provider. And according to London Olympic,
this man's Taiwanese firm,
that back in the year 2012, this is the biggest laptop maker on this planet. But what we are doing is more than just laptops. Basically, our model under innovation is converting ideas into real products. For example, when we first received this drawing from Steve Jobs, we turned it into a computer, of course. And so we received a request from the Sundar of Google. He mentioned that they're going to build a new Chrome operating systems. They need a laptop optimized for Chrome operating systems. So we built a Chromebook for them. And right now, Quanta is still the biggest Chromebook producers in the world. And so we also built, the one laptop per child by collaborating with Professor Negroponte from Media Lab, MIT Media Lab, to build $100, laptop to support the education of the third world. We built very beautiful wearable, and around 8 years ago that we started to work with MIT CCO on the autonomous car, and right now we are one of the biggest car computer maker, and to support Waymo and Tesla and other automotive major brands. And we build huge amount of server optimized for cloud services and also for AI. And Quanta is right now is also the biggest server provider and for cloud service companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, and others. And we also have our solutions for augmented reality. And 2 years ago, we launched our e-commerce platform to support the performing arts in Taiwan. And this is the biggest platform in Taiwan. We now have over 700,000 paid user and subscriber. And we have our own 5G, and we, in terms of robotics, we are number 2 in cobot, collaborative robots. So our innovation model is making ideas happen, and we are open to all kind of partnerships with the young startups. And so this is a Fortune 500 companies for long. And for the past 35 years, we are moving from mobile computing, cloud computing to AI computing. So in every sector, Quanta is the number 1 in these 3 areas. And so these are the the beautiful machines that we build for the IT industry. And this is the one laptop per child projects to support the education of the third world. And we have all kind of servers. We are shipping server in rack, not in box, to power the cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and also the metaverse of the future. And this is our robots. So sometimes you can see our robots making coffee in the kitchen, and also in the manufacturing. We are now very focused on putting all our efforts to accelerate digital transformation of healthcare and smart medicine. And so we build different kind of IoT devices, and we also build up a cloud and to support the precision health. So for the past 5 years, we have been ranked as the top 100 global innovators, and we received many design awards globally. And I just mentioned that we have 20 years in supporting advanced technology by working with advanced research institute globally. One of the most important partners is MIT CSAIL. And so our research moved from the human-centric computing, cloud computing, and now to AI medicine. And so for us, the new challenges is about COVID-19 and also the growth of the aging populations. So the behavior of the user are changing. We need a new business model. And also that's the reason why we need the technology to enable the business model to accommodate the new behavior of the society. So we believe that data is the new oil and cloud is the new combustion engine for the future. And so one of the platforms that we build to support all kind of a smart application is called AIoT, which we connect AI to the Internet of Things. We try to develop, new applications, and through the IoT devices that we build, we collect the big data back, and we use some deep learning and machine learning and to come up with the AI and augment AI with the human intelligence. So AI for us is not just artificial intelligence, but it also include the human intelligence as well. So it stands for augmented intelligence for Quanta. And so right now we are very focused on how to optimize the data journey, not only the patient journey for the medical applications. So you can see that if you want to provision smart healthcare anytime, anywhere to anyone, of course, IoT wearable is very important. And we collect the big data, and we using AI, our own platform, to train for the AI models, and we provision the model to the point of cares and to complete the medicines. But we are also working with the institutes for genetics and genomics data, and also environmental data. So we put all kind of data all together in the order to support the smart health for the futures. So the companies right now, in terms of applications, we are very focused on human-centric applications. So for us, if we view the human body as the source of big data, IoT wearable is very important to get the data out. 5G or 6G are very important, and we architect our own cloud. On top of the cloud, we automate the machine learning process and come up with the algorithm as the new products and for the future. And so for us, take Quanta Smart Medicine, for example. The company, I'll skip this part, and the company is very good at all kind of device. So when we try to connect AI to the health of the future, device is very important based on, but the device is built for AI purpose. It's not a small isolated devices. It's a connected devices. And so we architect a cloud to host the big data, and we come up with the AI. We provision the AI to the edge. We use, the fintech to secure the data transactions, and also that we use. We want to make sure all the new value chain that we architect is green, and also we need different kind of 5G or 6G as the new communications to support the real time and instant medical services. And so that's for the platforms that we build to support the AI health for the future. You can see that it covers many different kind of opportunities, but it covers many it also introduce new opportunities for us to work with the young startup and the young talents. And so this is the things that we build. We putting the cloud in the box. We are making different kind of new wearables for the future. And we try to do connected health, and we try to build digital twin in the new ecosystems to do the real-time simulations for the real world. So you can see that in the order to enable right care, right time, right place, for anyone at any age. We try to connect the technology to the humanity. So what we are doing is not just, you know, a single box. We try to connect all kind of technology needed to enable this kind of services. So for us, a cloud to provide, you know, hyperconnectivity, supercomputing, and also scalable storage is important. And also, you know, data for real-time streaming applications, trust security, taking trust, security, privacy into accounts, and also have the capability of interoperability with other database is also important. And another thing is that how to provide, you know, robots to support hyper automation is also important for us. So, you know, XG stands for 5, 6, 7, that we don't care about what kind of connectivity, as long as it is good to support and enable the services that we need. And the Quanta is also making different kind of goggle to support augmented reality, reality, and also the virtual reality and also mixed realities. So you can see that tech health, for example, we try to match the technology to future health, predictive, preventative, personalized, and participatory and precision health. And we putting you know, we are architecting 3 different kind of platforms on the AI medical cloud, and the ATM for telemedicine, and also APC for telehealth. We are building, you know, huge amount of medical IoT, but we are also introduced new IoT from the market. So this is the cloud that we build, that also it's an infrastructure on how to convert the big data into AI, and putting AI and the software as a services layer. And right now we are deploying this kind of, you know, solutions to support the major hospitals in Taiwan to convert their data intelligence into artificial intelligence. So the platform that we build is carry a brand name called Coca. Coca stands for the happiness, you know, happiest animal on earth. So we are also very focused on digital twin and converting metadata into metaverse. So this will be my last slides. What we are trying to do in the future is that we try to, you know, do different kind of transformation of the real world, and we try to create digital twin, and so that we can connect the virtual to the physical world, and this is a different kinds of metaverse. We try to use metaverse to solve the real world problems, not only for gaming and for the mental health. So we try to make sure that metaverse, although it is in the virtual world, can have real world meaning and also real world applications. So we believe that the best is yet to come. We are welcome to working with you through this wonderful program provided by the Apple Foundation. And we have been working with Apple Foundation for long. And we believe that once you sign it, you can find that there are so many companies that Quanta in Taiwan can be your partner for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you. So let me share my screen first.
Thank you. Appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Ted, and thank you, Josephine, as well for your presentation. And I believe that everyone here on how, like, after their presentation and knowing more about opportunities in Taiwan, you will be like very eager to scale up your business with Taiwan market. But how can you get this ticket? So this is where Garage Plus comes in to support you. So Garage Plus has carefully designed a program that provides startups with an opportunity to enter, to taste the market, and to get connection with key players like Quanta in the Taiwan industries. So like before I start my part of presentation, I want to show you a video, like giving you an overall view about the program. So please, Ethan, you play the video.
Startup Plus program is a very innovative program in the sense that we can connect with many industries and many companies in just 2 weeks in Taiwan. It is revolutionary in the sense of how you can come to a country and just interact with all the right players in your industry.
We have a struggle to have a hardware startup. It's very difficult in Europe to raise a hardware startup, and we found the right resources and the help that we need in this type of program. So I will recommend definitely everyone to come here to Garage Plus program.
I am here with the Garage Plus, and I am enjoying this very nice presentation with local investors and decision makers from the area to increase our exposure for the Taiwan and Asian markets.
They've introduced us to so many companies. In the short amount of time that we've been here, a few days, we've already made contacts in advertising and digital, gaming and entertainment. We're excited for much more.
I'm here today at the Garage Open House. It's a great event where we managed to meet a lot of different parties across Taiwan because we're trying to seek the opportunities here.
And it helped us very well to have a kickoff and very good starting point in finding our way in Taiwan.
International startups, listen, if you want to explore Taiwan, explore business opportunities, I highly recommend you join the Garage Plus program. And to my special fellow German startups, es macht richtig viel Spaß, es ist eine einfache Bewerbung, hier macht man wirklich tolle Kontakte, also nutzt die Chance.
Okay, so as you can see, that is a very brief presentation about our program. And I want to start with who we are. So Garage Plus, we are a zero equity incubator, which supports altruism-driven technology startup to better the world. And Garage Plus is actually run by Apple Foundation. Apple Foundation is a nonprofit organization with more than 30 years of history already. And behind Apple Foundation is our member companies in Taiwan industry, which supports us. As you can see here, most of them are big names in ICT industry. Some of them are financial holding companies or venture capitalists in Taiwan. So I want to call out some names that you may know. For example, like TSMC, I know everybody here now in the world are familiar with TSMC's name. And we have Quanta as well, and very likely to invite Ted to join us today. We also work with Weistrong or Pegatron, Fubon Financial, and Cathay Financial Holding. So the 6 names I have called out are listed as Fortune 500 companies in the world. And besides that, we also work with some top university in Taiwan or some well-known hospital in Taiwan as well. And as you can see here is the snapshot of Garage Plus. So Garage Plus has, since today, we have supported more than 500 startups, and half of them are from all over the world. And even though we are a nonprofit and zero equity incubator, but we can, thanks to our strong connection and long-term friendship with the key players in Taiwan supply chain industry, so we can connect startups with the investor if they are in the fundraising stage. So our successful rate in terms of fundraising can be as high as 75%. and what we offer. So Garage Plus has launched this Startup Global program, which is an 8-day program in Taiwan. And the purpose of this program is to connect international startup with Taiwan's market resources and opportunities here. And for starters, like we provide travel and accommodation subsidies to facilitate your trip to come to Taiwan. And during the whole week, we will arrange one-on-one meetings with potential partners or investors for you. And because like our program is designed to maximum your time, and because like we know like entrepreneurs like you are very busy to like traveling all around the world. So our program is like solely focused on making business here. So during the 8-day program in Taiwan, you'll be invited to attend business meetings with decision makers of Taiwanese companies. And we will also invite you to present your product and network with some potential partners in the annual Garage Plus Open House event. And after the program, because we will continue to support international startup to settle or make business here in Taiwan. So we will like provide free working space for all our fellows in Garage Plus. And we'll also assist you with a visa application if you will come to Taiwan more often afterwards. And we have some successful case over here. And as I mentioned, we have already supported more than 260 startups from all over the world, and 1/3 of them have successfully obtained business partner deals or investors after their participation. Here are some examples over here. As you can see, if they are in fundraising stage, they might be connected with investors, the local venture capitalists, or some CVC team of Taiwanese big companies. And then if you are looking for manufacturing partners or partners in supply chain, we can also connect you with them as well. And I want to show you a most recent case of our successful story. Is Stathera, this a Canadian hard tech based startup. They has established their company in 2020 and joined Startup Global program in 2021. And after during their visit in Taiwan, we have connected with MediaTek and Epson from Japan. They are both of them are all member companies of Apple Foundation, and they have successfully like received investment from these two companies. And this connection is like bridged by Garage Plus. And how to apply? So we welcome startups of various industry background to join us, but there indeed have some qualifications that you have to like be aware of. First, the company must be established within 10 years. And for the funding stage, we welcome the startup from C to Series B funding stage to join us. And you must be like ready to cooperate with Taiwanese companies or receive investment from Taiwan market. And attendees must be decision makers of your company, because the B2B meetings that we arrange will only invite decision maker or C-level executives to attend. So this is very important that you send out the decision maker, and we will like invite also decision maker for you to meet and discuss directly to see that if your market have potentials here in Taiwan. Okay, and you can see here is our tailor-made schedule from December 2nd to 9th. If you are selected, you will be invited to physically come to Taiwan with travel subsidies. And during the whole week, you will be like attend many business meetings. Like for example, like most of the participants will have like 5 to 10 meetings. And we will also have the open house event taking place in December 6th. And for this open house event, we will invite up to 300 key players in Taiwan industry, including company delegates or investors in Taiwan. So you will have a booth here at this event, and you can have a chance to demo and to pitch directly and to discuss, to present your products directly to these potential partners in Taiwan. Okay, and we are now accepting applications. So you can, after today's session, you can click the link or scan the QR code and to apply, send us your application, and be aware that the deadline will be August 25. So be sure to send out your application before 25. Okay, so after all this talking, I think it's important to invite our fellows to share their experience in working with Garage Plus or to like make business in here in Taiwan. So today I invite Niraj from Blumind, it's a Canadian startup, to share his experience with you. So please, Niraj.
Great, thank you, man. Great to see some familiar faces, and thank you for your time. I'll share my screen. I've got a few slides.
Okay.
Let me do that. Okay. Okay, can you guys see this okay?
Yes, oh good, please go.
Okay, perfect. Hey, great to be here. Great to be here to talk about my experiences, my direct experiences being part of the Garage Plus program from Canada over the summer. This last summer, I was there as part of a number of companies that were invited to participate. So I'm happy to share my experiences. I'll tell you a little bit more about my company, Blumind, a little bit about our journey, what we're doing, and then some more information about Taiwan and Garage Plus from my perspective. My name is Niraj Mathur, and I'm co-founder at Blumind. We're a Canadian fabless semiconductor company, so squarely in the deep tech category. We're focused on developing the most efficient neural network processor in the world. And I'm delighted to talk to you today about the topics I just mentioned, but also about how we aim to build a sustainable world for our future generations, which is really important mission that we're on as well. So our journey, which is technically about 3 years old, but practically speaking, it's a little bit longer than that, about 6 odd years, started when my co-founder and CTO, John Gossin, did some of his foundational research in machine learning and realized that there was a real challenge that needed to be solved. And I'll touch on that a little bit later. But he did some of the foundational research back then. In 2020, once this was proven and validated by some customers as well, we decided to found Blumind right before COVID hit. We got membership in an incubator up here in Toronto. I'm based here in the Toronto region. We built some great relationships with foundries and developed some of the foundational technology. In 2021, after proving some of this foundation out, we engaged with the investor community, raised our first round of funding, and started building our first test chip. 2022, we built our first silicon. The results were excellent. We got some additional customers signed and great customer traction. We started raising our next seed round, which we successfully closed earlier this year. And then in 2023, we really, in addition to closing that funding, continued to develop our technology. And we're moving really from R&D mode to commercialization, productization mode now in the company. And of course, we completed the Garage Plus program in the summer as well. So I'd like to draw your attention to the problem that we are addressing. And I'd like to do that by exercising your imagination a little bit about the technology that's ever present in our lives, whether it's in the wearable devices, smart home or city, or even smart mobility applications. We all can see that devices are getting ever more intelligent. And of course, this is in large part due to the impact machine learning techniques are having on all of these applications as they're being deployed increasingly to solve problems. Projecting forward over the next couple of decades, we see massive new opportunities in human interfaces, augmented reality, advanced robotics, human augmentation, to enable us to perform tasks that are well beyond our capabilities today. And the other thing that's intuitive to realize is that as we move forward into these new areas, we will require extreme energy efficiency as we embed intelligence in smaller form factors with smaller energy footprints. So while all of this sounds exciting, it risks never coming to fruition because there's a massive technology gap that exists today in how chips run neural networks today and the energy they consume and what's really needed for these exciting use cases. So this is fundamentally the problem that we are addressing. And if you look a little bit higher level on AI sustainability problem, you can see that data centers today have a carbon footprint greater than the global aviation industry, and its growth, of course, is projected to be far greater than the aviation industry. Some project that data centers will consume over 90% of today's energy consumption by the year 2050. So in about 30 years, 90% of the energy we produce today will be consumed by data centers. And additionally, batteries, which are critical ingredients for today's push to green energy, emit about 175 kilograms of carbon dioxide for each kilowatt hour, which means that the batteries of your average Tesla generate about 17 tons of carbon emissions. So clearly, this is just not a sustainable way forward. Additionally, large language models that are all the rage nowadays are extremely expensive to build. They cost over $10 million to train. So all of these things make this very unsustainable. So Blumind is pioneering a path that is different, very different from what the rest of the industry is doing. We're setting the industry standard for a vector of innovation called analog compute, which massively improves the efficiency of neural network processing. We have unmatched performance and cost, along with great customers that have validated our technology. And we've got of course, our own silicon that's shown this to work and deliver on all its values, and is all backed, of course, by a world-class team. The team itself is very diverse, and I'm sure other startups on the call today can relate, right? You need a multidisciplinary team to build a complex technology product. We've got about 70 years experience in the founding team, me and Roger and John, the other two execs in the company. And we've got very diverse expertise in semiconductor device physics, analog design, and machine learning as well. Our technology is simply put, it eliminates the inefficiencies of today's digital compute architectures with its energy-first architecture. So we eliminate unnecessary data movement and events and compress circuits down from hundreds of transistors shown here on the left-hand side to a single transistor. And this advantage is what allows us to deliver on performance and power benefits for our customers. This is fundamentally what we do very differently from everyone else. And ultimately, this results in massive energy savings. These are examples of neural networks that people run in many applications on the edge. Ted spoke about some of these in his presentation. These are common networks, and what we deliver very consistently across many of these applications is 100 to 1,000 times or over 1,000 times better energy consumption, lower energy consumption, lower latencies as well, without compromising on accuracy. So our accuracy is maintained similar to the digital processors of today. And when you look at battery life, right, what does this mean for us as users of these devices? This is a very important part of the user experience. This chart shows how battery life looks versus power consumption assuming a regular coin cell battery that it can buy at a store. And you can see as the complexity of the function increases, the battery life decreases drastically from years down to minutes, right? And Blumind's technology essentially is able to deliver meaningful workloads at microwatt power levels and really deliver those years of battery life for many, many different applications. And then if you look at how the industry is doing, the competitive landscape, we see this wall separating us from everybody else. Everybody on the left side of this wall is struggling to deliver in the neighborhood of tens of TOPS per watt. The TOPS per watt is a metric we use in the industry to measure power efficiency, and they're spending billions of dollars to do this. We are on the right side of this wall, consuming very little power and delivering thousands of TOPS per watt, so a couple of orders of magnitude more than what everyone else is able to deliver today. Our solution is very comprehensive. We're compatible with the standard frameworks and software. These are some pictures of our lab up here in Toronto, along with our chip. We're demonstrating today microwatt power consumption, validated in silicon, and we're demoing the solution to customers today. The market obviously is very large. We are estimating about a $20 billion SAM across many, many different edge AI applications that all of us can relate to, shown here on the right-hand side. Now, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes just talking about the journey a lot of you guys are embarking on and why this discussion, talking with folks like the Epic Foundation, Garage Plus, and the CTA organization. I see some representatives of the CTA on this call as well, is really, these are very important supports for startups, because as you go through the journey, kind of shown here, kind of like the Gartner hype cycle, right? You can see kind of your brilliant idea forming. You feel it's the best idea in the world, and then you figure out, oh shoot, this is really tough to implement, and then you get some support. You maybe find a co-founder, you join an incubator, maybe you get some funding, and then you think this is the best idea in the world, and you're going to be a unicorn in a year, and you hit the peak of exuberance, only to face the trough of disillusionment, which is reality hits you, and you see, okay, I really have to build this company up step by step for it to have real value. So you quickly come on the slope of reality, and you build eventually your unicorn as a real company delivering real value. So this is typically the story of many startups. I think I'm following this curve as well, and I've gone through all of these phases. Maybe I have a few more bumps along the way, but we're kind of in the slope of reality phase right now, and trying to build out the company. Really important you have great partners, supporters with you, strategic companies as well that understand your technology and can support you along the way. For us, Taiwan was really interesting and important, us being a fabless semiconductor company, and Taiwan being the hub of semiconductor innovation for the world. It was a very natural fit for us. It was a launch. We see it really as a launch pad to the rest of Asia as well. We were seeking strong alignment in all of these areas listed here: strategic partners, semiconductor suppliers, and customers that were really interested in our disruptive technology, semiconductor product and IP distributors, so sales channels that were really knowledgeable about semiconductors, and investors as well, right? We're always raising, as I'm sure many of you are as well. So in all of these areas, in my experience interacting with people there, my expectations were exceeded, and I really got a ton of valuable connections and information that really helped us propel forward in many of these areas. Some tips I will provide to my fellow Canadians who are applying to the programs: go in very prepared. I think the team at Garage Plus did a phenomenal job organizing the event. You will get a large volume of emails. Email is the main method of communication just because of the time difference. So get organized around those. Create your comprehensive target list of companies and people you want to meet, and start your outreach before you get to Taiwan. And then focus on your execution, right? Taiwan's a great place, very well organized and very easy to navigate, much like Canada. Logistically and culturally, I personally was not familiar with Taiwanese culture, but I found it to be really a joy to work with and interact with. You already have the great team in Taiwan with the CTA and Epic Foundation and the folks at Garage Plus. Leverage them to the maximum. They're very accessible. Use your meetings effectively. You'll have many meetings. You'll meet lots of people. Be direct. Make your ask. Go in prepared to understand what they do and what they might be interested in. How your product or technology can fit with what they have. And don't be afraid to ask up front. Directness is always appreciated there. So those are some things to look out for. If anyone on the call needs some more insights or information, please do reach out to me. I had a wonderful trip. We presented at Computex and won a couple of awards for our pitch there. So I wish you all the best in your travels to Taiwan as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Niraj. Yes, so Niraj, I think we have arranged about 10 meetings for Blumind, and as he had mentioned, that they also won 2 great prizes at Computex in Taiwan. So yes, very promising here.
That's
I
right.
look forward to seeing you in Taiwan very soon.
Me too. I'm still following up on a lot of the leads that we generated from the trip, so I'm hoping to be back soon, man.
Perfect. Yes,
Great.
thank you, Niraj. And as Niraj has mentioned, that because at Garage Plus, we work with many global partners to promote Taiwan market and to support international startups to success in Taiwan. And one of them is Canadian Technology Accelerator, CTA, for Canadian startups. But we also because I see some Brazilian startups attending the webinar today, so we welcome startup from all over the world to join Garage Plus. Okay, so because I think we are a little bit late, so I was very quickly skip this part. And in the end, I want to show you more fellow endorsement from, because Startup Global program, we launched 2 batches for a year. And for example, Blumind, Niraj, they have joined us in the spring batch, and now we are recruiting startups for the fall batch. So I want to show you another video, we have more spring batch SGP fellows to share their endorsements with us. So please say that.
Garage Plus enabled us in 1 week to experience the entire variety of Taiwan industry culture, from VCs to customers, walking through potential investors and partners.
For us, Garage Plus has been essential for helping us launch into Taiwan. Working in the semiconductor industry and the IC design space, Taiwan is a critical place for us to be operating in. And sometimes as an early startup, it's very hard to make those initial connections with key pilot partners. And Garage Plus has been essential for setting up not only investors, but also potential customers to run pilots. So for us, we highly recommend Garage Plus for any startup looking to expand into Taiwan. Thank you.
We are here to meet with potential customers, partners, and investors. Garage Plus has done a phenomenal job connecting us with people in all of these domains and helping us showcase our technology at Computex.
Garage Plus has really been instrumental to help us to connect to local vendors and suppliers, as well as some of the local investors, and really help us to tap into the Taiwan ecosystem. As you know, for hardware manufacturing, this is really a great place to be.
Garage Plus program to anyone who's interested in entering the Taiwanese market.
We are, seriously looking for expanding our office in Taiwan. We are going to hire some people here and expand in the Taiwan market as well.
Garage Plus is a very helpful program for us, because I believe this is great opportunity to be here in Taiwan as well as to be in APEC, and then they are very beneficial to us for arranging all the great business meetings as well as strategic investors.
Actually, I've came back 2 years ago, and in this last week with Garage Plus, we had more resources than we had the past couple of years.
Okay, so I come back to my. So yes, in the end, I want to end up with several photos, but because we are running late, so I will quickly skip this part. But I do want to mention that because we believe that by leveraging the resources and support provided by Garage Plus, so startups like you can accelerate your growth and achieve success in Taiwan market. So we are very committed to helping entrepreneurs like all of you to achieve your goals, and we look forward to working with you all in the near future. So please be sure to send out your application before August 25. Okay, and we will end with a QA session. And before answering all your questions you may have to us or to our speakers, I have listed out some common questions that I received previously. So the first one is any requirement apart from the qualification criteria. So for Startup Global program, the qualification will be actually, we welcome growth stage startups. If you are from C to Series B funding stage and established within 10 years, we welcome you to join us. And the selected team will be required to participate of the full program, the 8-day program from December 2nd to 9th in Taiwan physically, to attend all the meetings and join the events to meet up and to network with potential partners and investors. Okay, and about the fee of the program, so actually is out of the fee because we will cover full accommodation fee and will provide airfare subsidy for you to come to Taiwan. And the rest of the cost, including some meals and transportation, will be borne by your company yourself. But I think compared to US or compared to life in Canada, I think the expenses of meals and transportation here in Taiwan are all very accessible and affordable for you. Okay, and the last question will be, how does a typical day look like for startups selected for this 8-day program? So as I have repeatedly very open, because our program is solely focused on making business here in Taiwan. So we won't have lectures or workshops for you. We only arrange meetings for you, and the open house event is only for you to present your product and solution directly to some potential partners for the future here in Taiwan. Okay, so thank you all for your time today. And in the end, we will accept some questions. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hands or to leave your questions in the chat box.
Okay, so there's one question. So when is the next cohort after this one?
Okay, so as I mentioned, the SGP program, we launched 2 batches for a year. One is in spring batch and one is a fall batch. And if you like not ready, you think you're not ready for this fall batch, I do encourage you to send out your application, because like we will have the a very professional jury panel to select it the startups which has the more potential here in Taiwan, and to invite you. But if you think that okay, you will like join us later, we will launch the spring batch application, I think like in February 2024 next year. Hope this answers your questions. Any questions about us or about Taiwan market? Okay, so if you don't have any, you're free to like contact us like after this webinar if you have questions, and we'll also send you more information about our program and the recording of this today's webinar to you, and you can feel free to contact us anytime, and remember to like send out your application before August 25. Thank you.